All right. Matt Jinks here, and today I'm going to go through my warm-up routine and play through and explain some of the exercises that I play. Some of them I wrote, some of them other people have written, and but it's pretty much the same routine that I've been doing for years. Way back to, from the 90s, actually. So, I just want to go through all of that because I've handed out and sent all these exercises out over the years to people, and I did do some technique videos that I have on my YouTube channel, but the video quality and the sound quality isn't as great as I would like. So I'm gonna do a better one now that I have a little better technology of recording and sound. I got a microphone here that picks up my voice a lot better, and my phone's a lot better now. Well, phones are a lot better now, period. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start out with 16 on the hand, legatos, people call them. I like to do 16 instead of 8, just because you just get more time on each hand. Some people will do 8, 16. I just keep it at 16, just because, like I said, it gives you more time on each hand, and that's how I like to do it. So that's what I'm going to start with. Okay, so here we go. Let's try that again. Unfortunately, you can't grow the same tree So, you could go slower if you wanted to. I think I was slow enough. But the main point is trying to get the same pitch out of the drum every time, try to get the same hand motion every time, same feeling from the drum every time. Same feeling of impact. Because if it feels different every time, it's going to sound different every time, and it's going to be inconsistent, and it's not going to sound good. So make sure that every note sounds the same. You get the same tone out of the drum. All right. I like to try to play in the center of the drum all the time. I've always taught that, to play in the center of the drum, because that's where you get, you're right over the snares, so you're going to get the best snare sound out of the drum. Lots of instructors I know aren't that particular about that, because I'll look down the lines watching videos, and some lines they play like they're all over the drums. Some are more over, like towards the front. Some are more towards the back, towards the side, blah, blah, blah. I'd like to play dead and center at the snares. Most lines I've ever been in, we've always played dead center in the snares, and it's always been like the best sound that I've heard, all right, as opposed to lines that play all over the place. So you want a consistent sound, play in the same spot of the drum, pick dead center. It's easier to tell, all your angles, your stick heights, your stick positions, everything. And going back to getting the same sound, you want to hold the sticks the same way all the time. Don't be like fidgeting, crawling your fingers all over the sticks all the time, like in between, like while one hand's playing. Don't be fidgeting with the other stick. Just stay there and hold and wait. Sometimes I would, call it re-gripping. If you have to re-grip a little bit, you could do like a quick small adjustment, but don't sit there and visually, fidget, because that makes the stick move, and that's not going to look good. Okay? All right, cool. So the next thing I would go through is single stroke roll. Single stroke roll, besides getting you warmed up and practicing hand to hand, and it's number one rudiment, you could fix plethora of technique issues playing single stroke roll. I mean, it's so basic that you don't have to pay that much attention to the pattern. You could pay more attention to your technique, your hands, positioning, all that. Everything I just mentioned a minute ago, you could pay attention to while you're playing single stroke roll, and just listen to the pattern. All right, if it doesn't sound like that, if it doesn't sound like a machine, with a monotone sound, it's real obviously you're doing something wrong. Okay, so look at one hand, look at the other hand. It's like watching a tennis match, back and forth, back and forth. And one thing I like to do when I'm playing single stroke roll is lead with the left hand. Okay, because mentally it's a way to practice leading things with your left hand. Okay, simple way to lead something with your left hand, playing single stroke roll, because it's just single stroke roll. Yeah, it's like just right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. In a sense, nothing's really leading, but number one, it gets you out of doing that, okay, because you're leading with your left hand. Okay, so think of leading with your left hand. Start it with your left hand and think of leading it with your left hand. It's another level of focus. One more thing to focus on. Stretching your focus, okay? Adding another level of like brain capacity to your thought process. Okay, so here we go. A little too relaxed. And yeah, I had an instructor that would walk around when we were playing some things and see if he can grab the sticks out of our hands. If he couldn't grab the stick out of our hands, he's like, "You're holding on to the stick too tight." So, kind of developed that habit of just holding on to the stick just enough. So, anyways, so yeah, that was that was a little journey through single stroke roll. Many different things. It's cold down here. Many different things you can work on while you're doing your single stroke roll. So make sure you try to maximize all of that and just take your time with it. I used to make students, I'll make them, but have my students play single stroke roll. For like 15 minutes we would spend sometimes in lessons if they needed it, just to make sure they could do it. And to let them know that it was possible to play single stroke roll for 15 minutes if you needed to. In a lesson, like in a 30-minute lesson. Just so that they could know that you could take the time to go over, one point of focus for, 5 minutes, and just do another point of focus for 5 minutes or however long, while still playing single stroke roll. So, like I said, many things you could do. I used to watch movies or TV shows play single stroke roll. Best thing to do. While you're watching like 30-minute programs, watch one program for 30 minutes, play single stroke roll. The next program comes on, do double stroke roll. At diddle speed. Okay. Not that warmed up yet, but the next show comes on, try to do diddles at roll speed. Fast enough to be considered a roll. Okay. If your arms start to pump up, just slow down a little bit. Try not to stop. Little things like that. Or if a commercial comes on, slow it down to diddles. All right, and then when the show comes back on, go back up the rolls. Okay, simple little things like that. All right. Okay.